Okay, we're here in the Reebok Stadium for the press conference before the game tomorrow away to Barnsley. We've got Dave Bailey, James Ward, and we've got Oscar, who's the captain for tomorrow. Firstly, question, Dave, to you. It's been said quite a few times over the past few weeks that November's going to be a tough month. Can you expand on that? What are your thoughts on that and why?
November is a tough month. You know, the programme's into its third, fourth season, and it's. I feel that this November is the toughest that the programme's faced, with the amount of target games they've got, with the intensity of the training, the quality of the boys. We can push a little bit more from them. The target games they've got starting tomorrow against Barnsley and finishing with obviously the Grand Skills final trophy. It is a tough month, and as I said, it's the toughest the programme's faced so far. All
right. I know it's been hard going, some of the fitness stuff that the boys have been doing. I know they've felt it from what we've seen. James, is that going to increase this month? Are you going to be echoing that on the field in the training?
Certainly. The boys are going to need the legs this month, that's for sure. I think there's 6 games, including 4 target games, as Dave mentioned in there. On top of that, the boys have just been given a new fitness programme to do in the gym, so you know we're expecting a lot from the boys athletically, and they're certainly going to need it.
Good, and we've been monitoring that they're actually following that fitness programme. How will you see the results of that? Will that be out on the pitch? Or?
Certainly out on the pitch, out on the training pitch in matches. They're due to be tested, the second lot of testing again from the 5th of December, so we'll certainly see if they've been putting in the extra work in that. And also, we never know, we might be able to drop in a little clang in one session and see if they've actually been doing the work when we ask them to do a certain run or a certain exercise.
Oh, good stuff. Oscar, you're up here at your first press conference before the game. You've been selected as the captain for the up-and-coming game, which is a big game. How are you feeling about
that? It's a great privilege, obviously, to be captain of a team. I mean, we've versed Barnsley before, and they're a very quality side. Wouldn't take anything from them. But I remember last time we did compete with them, with their standard and everything, and I think we have a very good chance of winning.
Okay, what do you need to do differently from the last game then to compete more, do you feel, as the captain? How can you guide your team?
I think maybe keep the motivation up, keep the boys going, you know, because I think last time they sort of snuck in the second half and got some quick goals when we weren't quite at the top of our game, sort of lacked a bit of concentration here and there. But I think if we keep it up, then I don't see them scoring. All
right, good. And the team themselves, we're into week 8 here. You've had plenty of games under your belt, and as captain, are you bonding as a team, both on the pitch and off the pitch, do you feel?
I think the boys, yeah, everyone's a good, tight-knit group, you know, everyone likes each other, you know, everyone gets along perfect, and I think that does help a lot with the team and how we have been going as of late in these past few games.
Good, and coping with the toughness of the fitness that Dave and James are talking about?
It's alright, you know, it's hard work. I don't think anyone really likes fitness that much, but it's always very good for you, and it's very beneficial to the team and everything, so everyone puts in the shift.
Yeah, good stuff. Dave, again, you mentioned that November it's going to be a tough month, and it's been said that the Grand Skills final and them boys around here, what's that about? What they're going to be doing?
Well, the Grand Skills final is where the international soccer schools have obviously been all over the world, and we try and identify boys that potentially could join the programme, that potentially are the better players that we've seen wherever we've been. We bring them over for a weekend, we put them through the paces, they see a first team game, and that then comes together at the end where we pick a target squad out of the Grand Skills to obviously play our international boys themselves. It's been going now for several years, and ironically enough, you know, the Football Studies Programme only took its first victory last year. So it is a very, very competitive game, but it's a game that we're looking forward to as an international soccer school, and it's a game, certainly our Football Studies Programme that we have is certainly very looking forward to it, and I'm certainly know they're up for the challenge.
Brilliant. Right, on to the game tomorrow then. So Barnsley's probably one of the biggest and strongest teams on paper that you've faced so far, and will be facing before Christmas. Dave, first to you, what are your expectations of our lads tomorrow?
I think it'll be a great experience for them. You know, going to an away game is different for them. For some of them it'll be their first venture over the Pennines, which will be an experience. Hopefully the weather's half decent. Barnsley's academy and the facilities are very, very good. And likewise, as Oscar just alluded before, and having spoke to James, and obviously the stats for the games and things like that, we know what we're up against with Barnsley. They're a good football inside. They do try and play and do things right. But, you know, our expectations are a little bit higher this time. We're a little bit further down the road. We're 8 weeks into the programme. The fitness level's a bit more there. The understanding's a bit more there. The technique's a bit more there. So, you know, we should be a little bit more competitive, and we'll see that with the results at the end of the day on the pitch. We're looking for a positive result, and we're looking for a positive performance.
James, you've seen the Barnsley team play, obviously, earlier in the term. What are they like? What have you been working on with the team as a whole on the training pitch to prepare for tomorrow?
Barnsley side a big, strong physical side, but not only that, they can play. They like to play. They've got one or two individual players who can cause threats, who have got a lot of potential and decent. But as Dave just reiterated, we're stronger, we're fitter, we're 4 or 5 games down the line. We've got a couple of clean sheets under our belt from there. Our game understanding is a lot better. We've been working a lot on our team shape and knowing our jobs and understanding our roles and responsibilities out there, and something that the lads have really taken to. And you know, going from the run up and build up into this game, we've had a good prep. So the boys are in good stead, and we're looking forward to it. You know, positive performance. It will get us a positive result, I'm sure.
Good. And you're obviously taking a squad over there. You've selected a squad to go. It's a target game. They've had to work to get into there. Have you got your team prepared? Do the lads know who's in the squad for tomorrow?
So the lads will know. Lunchtime, it'll go up on the notice board. There'll be a squad of 16, and they'll be coming to Barnsley tomorrow. Obviously, there'll be some disappointments within the group, but that's football, and you know, it's up to strength of character for the boys who haven't made the squad to really dig in deep and show a positive attitude out on the training pitch Friday, and then they've got a game on the Monday, you know, to prove us wrong and prove otherwise.
John, and what was it that you were looking for this squad? What were they having to do for you to be able to get into the squad for today's game?
First of all, we look at, you know, attitude, which I think everybody in the squad ticks a box with that. We then look at our athletic ability, and obviously we've got the first lot of testing results under our belt from there. And then we look at the previous games, and we look at match grade averages, how they've performed, how consistent have they been. You know, it's always a tough choice. It's a choice that has to be made, but that's what we've gone off for this game.
Dave, James mentions there that there'll be some disappointments, some lads that'll be left behind here. How do we deal with that, and what will they be working towards tomorrow when they're here?
Well, ironically, tomorrow, obviously, they do have their level 1, which we do. All the boys are in that, and obviously some of them are going to be missing it to do this game, and they'll catch up. So those boys will continue with that. They'll train in the afternoon, just like normal. They'll be doing that with Mason over at the Academy Training Ground at Lostock. How you deal with that is like anybody deals with it. You've got to have a test of character. We're very much black and white because we can give them the reports of the testing, the match grades, and we give them an avenue that they can improve themselves. And then obviously we have a development game coming up where they'll get lots of minutes under the belt, and an opportunity then, as James says, to try and prove us wrong and push to get in the next target squad. And as I say, disappointments is part of football. We're at a Premier League football club, and disappointments come in all shapes and sizes at any football club. But I think from our perspective, what we do to the boys and how we work with the boys and the education that we give them, you know, they understand, some of them, why they're not in the squad. They might not agree with it, but they understand why they're not in there, and they understand the avenues and what they've got to do to improve to get back into a target squad.
Brilliant. And final question, Oscar, over to you. Firstly, congratulations again about being the captain, leading the lads out in this game. What are your expectations for tomorrow?
It always helps to know who you're versing. Obviously, we've versed them before, which is a very good advantage. You know what you're looking for and stuff like that. I think now that we know, and now that we're a few games into the course and stuff, and that we've had all these good wins and we're very confident, I think we've got a lot better chance than last time, where I think as long as we do keep this confidence and concentration up, I think we do have a really good chance.
And what will be your main message to the lads before you kick off tomorrow?
I think it'll just be along the lines of just make sure that we keep the concentration. I mean, we were a quality side last time we versed them, and we really got stuck in there, and we really showed them that we know how to play. So I think just keeping the concentration up and playing confident and not getting worried about what's happening around you. Just play your game and that'll sort itself out.
Brilliant, thank you. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.